people? It's me, the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third from the Wrestling POV podcast. And do I have something special for you? Celebrity video messages. You can request a video message from a celebrity for a personal connection, a shout out for a birthday gift, a wedding gift, a Christmas gift, a Valentine's Day gift, any kind of gift. You get a celebrity to send you a video message. Choose from hundreds of celebrities. Enter the details you want the celebrity to mention, and you get to pay safely and securely with PayPal or any debit card or credit card. You will receive an email with your video and downloadable links as soon as the celebrity recorded your video. Most videos take between 2 days or 2 weeks to complete. The best part is a percentage of the proceeds go to charity. Get video messages from celebrities like the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Kurt Angle, Jake the Snake Roberts, Austin Aries, Booker T. Tell me you didn't just say that. Oh, I did. Rob Van Dam, Mick Foley, DDP, and other celebrities from Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, Star Trek, Star Wars, the UFC, NFL, NBA, TV stars, movie stars, musicians, and more. Just click the link below this video and you will get a celebrity to send you a personal message today. And don't forget to check out the Wrestling POV podcast for new episodes every Saturday on iTunes, YouTube, and Podbean for free.
That is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody, and the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third.
Hey people!
And our newest member, Todd Silver.
Shalom.
And our and our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Okay,
I'm still battling over this SummerSlam. Even though it was 2 weeks ago, I'm still like crazy. I don't know. It's just been a crazy SummerSlam, and it's still going on until today. So we'll go on to other things.
Speaking of crazy, Mimi Goody leaves and then she comes back. What's up with that?
Well, she wanted to give a proper send off, so she's gonna give her she's gonna stay on the show today, and then she's gonna send a proper send off, so to speak.
Yes.
Oh yeah, see, that's what they told me last time, and now you add Todd.
What?
That's true.
Well, with school and everything going on, Miguel, I will definitely be on at least during the big events, like the big pay-per-views, to do our game.
There you go. So she'll be at least once a month. She'll be with us. So
It's all good, Miguel. We'll have some fun. I won't let you down, buddy. I won't let you down.
Oh, so you see? Somebody's being nice to me, unlike Mimi Goody.
Oh, shut your
you guys
mouth.
always fight. All right, that's enough. All right. All right, let's go over the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays.
All right.
All right, our very own indie call-up, Bobby Ocean, turns 32 years old.
Bobby!
Happy birthday, Bobby.
How old is he?
32.
32, you old fart. All right. Happy birthday, Bobby.
Listen, man, this man needs to be in Ring of Honor or
does.
NXT.
He's
so if you
getting
guys
there.
are listening, which we know you are, because we have the best podcast out there.
Yes, sir.
Get Bobby Ocean signed today.
I totally agree with you. And, he's a personal friend of mine, and I wish he did, And I know he is. He's been doing a lot with the Scott Wilder's promotions, and he always bringing in different, legends to his shows. So, hey, happy birthday though, Bobby, my buddy.
All right,
buddy.
next up, we got the great Khali turns 45 years old.
Wow.
Holy cow.
He's my buddy too.
Jesus.
I mean, he lasted all of one day
That's it.
on his return.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
What was up with that? He just made his return for one day and that was it? Like, where did he go? Did you not hear? He's 45 years old.
that's true.
Next up, we got Mickey James looking like a fine 38-year-old.
Wow.
She is 38.
I thought she was like
Yes.
late 20s.
Mickey James.
That's my girl crush, Mickey James.
No, I don't know. I just hope that they give her a decent push before she leaves. I mean, right now you can tell she's trying to enhance the talent, but we'll see where they go with it. They because to me they ruined the chance to when they brought back the Dudleys. I know it's a different subject, but when they brought back the Dudleys, I was all hyped for it, and then they ruined them. Hopefully they don't do that with her, and hopefully they don't do it with the Hardys, and it kind of looks that way. But we'll see. Got it.
All right, next up, stand in line, you maggots. Sergeant Slaughter turned 69 years old.
You gotta speak up.
69.
I just wanted you to say it again.
Wow.
Yeah, 69 is mighty fine, if you know what I mean.
No.
No, I don't.
You don't know? All right. Well, we'll have Miguel email it to you then.
Excuse me, I have performed many 69s on the chalkboard in my classroom.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
It's not the same, Miguel. Not the same.
No.
All right. Last but not least, the Enigma Jeff Hardy turns 40 years old.
Wow. No kidding. I thought he was
older
older.
than 40,
He does.
right?
He does. That's what I'm saying. I thought he was older than that. What the hell?
Damn.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
All right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right, people. Sexy Star has got herself in some kind of trouble, some kind of big kind of trouble.
No way.
After she injures Rosemary after applying a legit armbar at Triple Mania. Many people are calling for Sexy Star to be blackballed from wrestling. Star said that Rosemary was in on it, and Rosemary says, nah, I wasn't.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Did you see it, Todd?
It looked bad.
No, I didn't see it.
I took a gander at it, of course, because that's what I do. And it's I don't know. I just honestly, I don't think it was done on purpose. I just think it was just the heat of the moment. And at one point, the very last lunge that she did, it's like maybe that last lunge was the one that did it. But I, in my professional opinion, I don't think she did it on purpose. This could be a work, though. You know what I'm saying? This could end up being a work. So it's, look how much attention is drawn, and I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I mean, right now, a lot of WWE wrestlers are talking about it. So if they're talking about it, Vince McMahon's looking like, who's this sexy star? I want to double chance. I sound like I got diarrhea, too.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, nasty.
There's no break. It's just a bicep strain and just a strain.
Yeah,
So,
and that other girl could be a whiny little bitch. I don't know. Who knows? But we'll see where it goes.
Hopefully, we straighten things out. I mean, Sexy Star is one of the best women in the business right now.
Yes,
so
she is.
Hopefully, it picks that up. All right. Well, next up on NXT, Roderick Strong defeated Bobby Roode, ending their feud. and making him a credible #1 contender.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the beginning of the show, Roderick Strong went up to the champ and was like, "Listen, man, I want the title," and he had to prove himself, so he beat Bobby Roode. But where does Adam Cole, baby, fill in and all this? So we got to figure that out.
I think they'll come around to it by next week. You know,
Yeah.
they have to. I mean, because it looks like it's going to end up being a triple threat, if anything.
If anything, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to try to bring Roderick Strong involved in that. So we'll see.
Roderick Strong is coming off annoying where he's like, "I'm all about my family,
Yeah.
and about championships," and I'm just like,
you know what? Me personally, I don't like him. I don't know. It's just he's got a personality of a wet mop. You know, so I mean, he's just horrible. You know.
I'm so like Miguel.
I know, right? What about thinking about me, Miguel? Way to go.
You know what? Mr. Rick, continue, please. Okay, all right. Next up on 205 Live, Brian Kendrick defeated Jack Gallagher in a street fight. You know what? I'm actually watching 205 Live 2 weeks in a row. Actually liking it. It's not too bad. I mean, I'm entertained by it. Actually watching it in full this week. Enzo Amore defeated Noam Dar on Monday Night Raw this week. And he won with that Jordanza, he calls it. A nice finisher, I like it. And he also won again in the main event of 205 Live in a 6-man tag. He was the man to create the pinfall. So
nice.
They're really pushing this man. They're pushing him.
Yeah. Well, I got mixed feelings about it, but we'll talk about him during Raw Notes. Excuse me. All right, so let's go on to rumors. All right, this one's about your boy Rick. Dolph Ziggler may be on his way out of the WWE. Ziggler's contract is up in in October, and the only reason he's back on TV is to complete his final feud with Bobby Roode. So that's a program I can say again.
That's something I want to see, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Damn, Miguel.
That was like
Bobby Roode and Ziggler.
that was a bunch clincher one. But anyway, but yeah, I would I would like to definitely see that feud. They're saying that after the feud, it is very unlikely he will sign with the WWE. Now, from what I was told from my sources that I could never reveal, that during his absence, he's been doing a lot of stand-up comedy. They said he's also been in the movie too, so I don't know how credible that part of it. I know the stand-up comedy he's been doing, but I don't know about the movie. I'm gonna be honest. Homeboy does not need to make movies. He's not a good actor. I seen one movie.
God.
I lasted 10 minutes into the movie. Couldn't watch it. I could not watch. I don't even remember what the name is.
He sucked.
All right.
Terrible.
Well, first of all, Dolph Ziggler is not terrible. He's this generation's Mr. Perfect. They just don't know how to push him. Second of all, that movie he was in for the WWE Network, I need to get on it still because I heard it was Oscar-worthy performance. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, you're so blinded by his blondness or some shit.
Call me, Dolph.
Bingo!
All right, so that's enough on your boy. Now, rumor about the Hall of Fame entrant already. Who you ask? Did you ask who? Did you guys ask who? Who? All right, well, Dave Bautista is rumored to be in next year's Hall of Fame. Also, if The Rock and The Undertaker were interested, they would become the front runner immediately. So basically what they're trying to say that is if The Rock or The Undertaker says yes, they'll be in the Hall of Fame next year, then Batista won't be in the Hall of Fame. So
Either or is
yeah, I mean,
I love The Rock and I love The Undertaker. Oh my God.
all right, take it down a notch. So all right, that's all I got for rumors. What do you got? What do you got, Todd?
Isn't there room for all of them in the Hall of Fame? How come all three of them can't
Well,
do it?
because the way Vince likes to do it, he likes to have one head. Like he treats the Hall of Fame show like a wrestling card. So there's always the one, like this past year's was Kurt Angle. He was the main one to get into the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think Batista's like a headliner? Like if the Undertaker or The Rock were to go in,
yeah.
I don't think Batista's like a headliner though.
He
Who,
is.
Batista?
I agree with that.
You gotta. It's. I think so. I think he's a headliner. You know, the guy's a multi-champion.
I'm almost the odd man out on this show. Maybe you know.
No,
I agree with you, Todd. Don't worry about it.
He is sexy, so shut up.
Don't worry about it, Todd.
No,
He's on her way out. We're taking over.
I feel bad. I should introduce. I didn't introduce myself to Mimi yet. So Mimi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Todd.
A little late.
I know, right?
All right, I think Batista's a headliner, and then it's a smart move by Vince to do it that way. You know, if The Rock or the Undertaker, they're more of a headliner than Batista is. I just think that who else is out there that's over Batista besides them two? That's not already in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. But he's not alive to make his speech. You know what I'm saying? He'll be in the big boss man
His brother
slot. Brett, yeah, but no. They'll figure out a way to put him right in the middle. So that's what he do.
Oh, Natalia.
She's not main event yet, to be honest. Even though she's women's champion, I know.
She can.
She can
the
talk
speech.
for Owen.
Exactly. She loves Owen.
Okay, all right.
Uncle Owen.
All right. So, all right, that's all I got for rumors. What do you got for injury there, Rick?
All right. Xavier Woods, as you noticed on SmackDown, wasn't fighting this week because at a live show he kind of buckled his knee going for a tornado DDT. Well, it wasn't really a buckle. It was he slammed it wrong and his knee locked up. But it seems like it's not as serious as they said it was. So he should be out for a couple weeks, but it shouldn't be that long. He should be fine. That's all I got for injuries.
Who's he wrestling against?
He was wrestling against the Usos in a tag team match.
Oh, okay.
He went for a tornado DDT, and the Uso didn't go down, so he just stayed straight up and landed on his legs straight up.
Because Usos never go down.
Oh my God.
That's true.
Jesus. But then on SmackDown he had a sign that says it's only sore. So that was pretty funny. So, yeah, well, I mean, it does. It gets around real quick, and then, you know, he has to explain himself. So, All right, let's go straight on to Raw notes. All right, now Raw started off with the Battle Royal for the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, there was I know I'm skipping through a lot, but there was a numerous amount of entrants in here that kind of I was trying to boil it down to at least the last four, you know, the final four. And I saw, I hate saying it, but I call it ABJJ. You know what ABJJ means?
No, what?
Anybody but Jason Jordan. But he had to still, put him in that equation of who I thought was going to win. And he was one of them. Finn Balor was the other. And then for some odd reason, I just thought between the Miz Taraj, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel, I thought they were going to be involved in it too. It was okay. It was all right. It was okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with this. The way they had it, you only have 15 guys. And like you said, the final four. All right. I mean, I see where they were going with it, and then to the way they have Jeff Hardy win it. All right, Jeff Hardy wins. That's something big. That's something different. Now, my thing is, are you going to start leading to the Hardy split? Like Matt Hardy got eliminated real early. So are they going to bring out the broken Matt Hardy or whatever?
Yeah, I think they are going to do the broken Matt Hardy gimmick, especially after this. So, you know, with all this going on, you know, but you know what? With this Battle Royal, I'm happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still happy that Jeff Hardy won. So, you know, go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, I have to agree with the both of you guys because when all the entrants came in, there were a lot of sleepers, meaning like there were a lot of people that I thought were not going to win it. The Hardys being two of them. So having Jeff Hardy having Jeff Hardy win the Battle Royal is finally what wrestling wanted, and that was what's best for business. Having Jeff Hardy win was totally different. Rick, exactly what you said. Totally different. Totally like what the crowd wasn't expecting originally. I thought it was either going to be the Big Show, Jason Jordan, unfortunately, or either one of the Miztourage members. So having Jeff Hardy win, like, put Raw on top for me right from the beginning. So having him win it was just simply amazing. I don't know if they're going to have him go ahead and win the belt next week. If they do, that'll be even greater. But I don't see it happening. But having Jeff Hardy win that Battle Royal the other night was what's best for business.
Oh my goodness, somebody did their homework.
I've been waiting all week to talk about this Battle Royal with you guys.
Well, actually, there was another one for me that I would not have mind to see win, and that was Elias Sampson.
Yes.
And he was in there for quite a while, and I would not have been disappointed if he would have won that one too. I just did not want Jason Jordan to win it. I really didn't. I did not want to see it. I wasn't comfortable with it, and to me, he's not ready. To me, that angle's gone to shit anyway. So, it's just something that I'm not happy with. Go ahead, Todd.
The whole angle of Jason Jordan and Kurt is just it's terrible. It's like where are they going with it? It just doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
He said terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. We never say terrible in the correct way, Todd. We always say terrible.
You gotta say it terrible.
Terrible. Turrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Of course, we're copying Charles Barkley.
He copied us. He
copied us, exactly.
Jesus, jumped out my throat.
Even though he did it 3 years before us.
Yeah, that's true.
But we were doing it before him.
All right, so your winner is Jeff Hardy. So now, I very rarely talk about 205 Live on Raw. You guys know that. But the next match, it was Enzo Amore versus Noam Dar. Now, the reason why I'm actually reporting this is just because I'm at this point now where, and I've mentioned it too before, where Enzo Amore is having all this backstage heat. Now, my thing is this: if he's having that much heat, why is he on Raw every Monday and not on top of every Monday? Now he's on 205 Live, getting the title shot at that. So I'm sorry to say, if he's not that liked, he wouldn't be where he's at right now, especially with Vince. Vince will be like, I don't care how good you talk. You're out. Screw you. I'm going to teach you a lesson. You're going to be suspended or whatever. I'm going to put you on the bottom of the card. I'm going to have you doing the stupidest stuff. But, what do you guys think? Do you guys, is it that bad?
Stuff anyway. I just don't like him anymore. He's not funny. He's lost out there without Big Cass.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's lost without Big Cass. But I do think he's not funny no more.
No.
He's just not.
I don't think because he does the same shit over and over again.
Yeah. Yep. So, no, that I agree with. Rick, you're quiet there.
Well, because the thing is, I'm about to go crazy. Now,
right.
Bottom line is this with Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore is a funny dude. Don't get me wrong, man. He's a funny dude. He comes out, he does a little stick and whatever. But the bottom line is, the guy can't wrestle. And if you can't wrestle, but you can only talk, then what good are you? You are as good as Paul Heyman at this point in the ring. So, unless you're going to be fighting Paul Heyman, I don't want to see you on TV, let alone 2 different shows.
That's true.
So,
but
wrestling, you can't teach that. You gotta just have it in your blood, bro. So if you don't, either you got it or you don't, and he doesn't.
No, he's got a mouth though. He's got good promo skills, and I give him that. Wrestling though, he's okay. He's not that bad, but excuse me again. But
he doesn't do it.
That what?
He doesn't do it for me anymore.
No,
without Big Cass, he's pointless to me.
No, you see, I disagree without Big Cass part of it, but I think it's more that he's using the same stupid jokes over and over again, and it doesn't work for him anymore.
Yeah.
He needs to change it up. If he wants to stay popular, he needs to change it up.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but it's just that, like I said too, he's got a mouth, and he could be to the point to where he's going to be annoying. You know what I'm saying? Look at The Miz. As annoying as The Miz is, he grew onto me after a while. You know what I'm saying? He is very annoying.
Right, but that's because The Miz changed it up.
But I just think that where Enzo's point, his position should be, is a manager. Have him be the manager for guys who have shitty promo skills. That way, Brock Lesnar has one, and Paul Heyman, he's terrible at promos. Terrible.
Terrible city, bitch.
That was his line. Oh, Suplex City, bitch. What the frick is going on here?
That sounds nothing like Brock Lesnar.
That sounded exactly like Brock Lesnar.
No,
Yes, it
I feel like he was in the room.
See?
He's an ass kisser too, Rick.
like when Enzo and Big Cass first came out, I compared them to the New Age Outlaws. Because the New Age Outlaws were amazing on the mic as well, and they're good fighters. So when the New Age Outlaws came out, every night the crowd went crazy. The crowd, repeated the lines. With Big Cass and Enzo, after a while, that stopped. It's like they're not interested anymore. They don't find it funny. And with Enzo being alone, I don't see this guy making it much longer.
The major difference is, Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, they had at least a decade of wrestling skill. Like, they've been in the ring way before the Smoking Guns. He was with Jeff Jarrett, the Road Dogg. So they have experience for years before they got thrown into the big guns. You know what I'm saying? So they already had experience. They just expressed themselves even more in the New Age Outlaws. That's the difference between Big Cass and Enzo and New Age. Yeah, they wrestled for so much longer than these guys.
Exactly.
So Big Cass is just a big dude. Enzo just doesn't know what he's doing.
Bingo!
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right, point taken. All right, so now up next, it was Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Speaking of the two, cut a promo about Lesnar defeating Braun Strowman at No Mercy. That's pretty much it. I mean, to me, that was a waste of spot to put him in without having anything that Braun, should have came out to. Nothing happened, so promo was good. It was okay.
Paul Heyman is like, he explains everything in detail about what happened to Brock Lesnar, and then they show you a replay. Why are you showing me a replay?
That's just in case you can't hear, you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're looking out for the deaf people.
Exactly.
This is why we need Mimi. She be putting in those sensical things, man.
It's true. That is true. But
There you go.
All right, so now up next, staying away from that, is Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Now, Rick, you was texting me during this promo, during this match, and you pretty much laid out the next 5 weeks. So, it was, to me, that was just funny, but, I mean, the match, I wasn't really into it. Dean Ambrose Cesaro ended up beating Seth Rollins, and then all of a sudden they did straight to another match with Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus. Dean Ambrose ends up beating Sheamus. So lay out the next 3-4 weeks, Rick.
All right, so the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to have Sheamus versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro, and then we'll have a 6-man tag match where you put Sheamus and Cesaro with probably the Drifter versus Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and probably Finn Balor or Jason Jordan. They're just going to keep going on and on and on. And the worst part of this whole thing is Dean Ambrose just can't lose. I don't understand why you couldn't have Seth win and have Dean Ambrose lose.
Yes.
You're just burying Seth Rollins. I think they're just demoting Seth Rollins to let us know he's not the number one guy anymore. And Dean Ambrose is.
He hasn't been the number one guy in forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. So, all right, Rick's. Rick, you want to tell them about your new segment, your new video?
Yeah, so everybody, check it out on our Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. We have a new show called Rick Rants, where I rant about things I don't like, and there's a lot of things that I don't like. So this week it was on SmackDown, so when we go over SmackDown, I will definitely let you know what I ranted about. But look for it every Wednesday on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV 1 for Instagram, because I have a lot of things I don't like.
That's for sure.
All right, so make sure you check it out, and of course subscribe. So now up next, it was Emma versus Mickie James.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where are they going with this with Emma? Any ideas?
They gave her a new song.
They gave her a new song. I liked her old one better. Not the baby face one, the heel one of that version.
The heel one, yeah. But this new song, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. I like it.
Okay,
it's different.
But where are they going with Emma?
I think with Emma, they're going nowhere. It's just a filler, man.
Yeah. Well.
What?
They gotta bring Santino back. I know he just recently retired from the ring, but Emma with Santino, that was like the funniest team ever. That was awesome.
I don't think Miguel agrees with you, but anyway, I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about it, to be honest. It's like, first I heard that they were gonna do a thing where Emma was gonna go and hit on Jason Jordan, and try to get a push that way. I don't know. We'll see. That's the one thing I heard. I haven't seen it yet. It looks like it might head that way, but she beat Mickie James. So, I mean, I don't know. Especially at the ending of Raw, it's very hard to tell. They're going somewhere with it because they keep showing her every Monday. Mm-hmm. Which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining about it at all. I think she does belong there, and she's a good wrestler. Good, her character I like. So. Now then, oh boy, Kurt Angle announces Roman Reigns and John Cena at No Mercy. This promo, there's a lot of people talking about it. Jesus, Rick. There's a lot of people talking about it, and I'm going to tell you my point of view.
Gentlemen, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
All right, now a lot of people are saying that John Cena and really tore into it. My sources told me this; it was all scripted. It was very much all scripted, and they didn't go offline. They meant to say what they had to say to each other. Yeah. They wouldn't do it if they wasn't. I think it was. They were trying to make realism in WWE. Because if you think about it, everything that Roman Reigns said about John Cena was true. Yeah. Everything that John Cena said about Roman Reigns was true. Yeah. What do you guys think about this promo?
All right, I'm going to tell you with my clapping skills. John Cena body bag Roman Reigns to the point where my wife, who loves Roman Reigns, replayed it twice to say, damn, how could they do that to Roman? Now I get it. I gets it that it was scripted. Dave Meltzer reported it was scripted. I get it. But let me tell you this.
Okay.
Roman Reigns got body bagged, son. Roman Reigns didn't know what to say. He got caught. And John Cena, when he said, it's a promo, kid, you got to learn how to do it if you want to be the big dog, got him. And all he did was, you're a dumbass bitch. Ooh, you whack Roman Reigns. And let me tell you something. Yeah, it was scripted. I'll give you that. It was scripted. But this was Cena's revenge for The Rock. Because The Rock body bagged John Cena. John Cena said, oh yeah, I'm going to come at your cousin, son. And he came hard body. He said, you want a shovel? I'm going to bury your ass right now with this promo. Body bag.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Okay, Rick. Now, all right, so Mimi, you tell me how you feel, then Todd.
Oh my God, I marked out on both sides.
Yeah.
Because I was screaming, oh. it was great promo, hands down on both sides. But yes, Rick, you're right. John Cena won.
Okay, Todd, tell me, what were your thoughts about this whole promo?
I thought the promo was very well done. Rick, I know you told me I did my homework on the Battle Royal, and it certainly looks like you did your homework on this promo. As much as I hate to say it, I think, John Cena won the battle between the words. Roman Reigns did a good job. He did a good attempt, but John Cena definitely, John Cena definitely had the edge. He put Roman in his place, and there's not much more to say. I just hope Roman beats him at No Mercy.
Ooh, early prediction, huh? All right, yeah.
I'm putting all 5 points on Roman, baby.
All right, now.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Tony, he's gonna lose just like you.
All right, now I you know what, I agree with what everybody says. At one point Roman was frozen, and whether he meant to do it or not, John Cena jumped. I'm just saying, whether he meant to do it or not, John Cena picked up on it quick and cut probably one of the best promos on Raw I've seen in a long time. So now, up next, Elias. He was in the middle of the ring singing a song about Memphis. I like Elias. I think they got to keep going with that, especially where this is the hometown crowd. But they got to, I think right about now they need to put him in a storyline. He needs to get into a storyline right away. Enough with this. It is funny. I am entertained by it, but I think it's time to start putting him in a storyline. Jerry Lawler came out, and because he was filling in for Booker T, who was stuck in Houston, and he said that he has a southpaw for him to fight, and it was Pelvis Wesley. Did anybody? It was so ridiculous. I mean, we all know who that was, What the hell's his name? What was his name? I even forgot. Heath Slater. That's it. It's ridiculous.
Got kids.
Yeah. But I just find it funny how the 3-man band back in the day, 2 of them got released. They kept Heath, and they brought the 2 back and made them champions. One's an NXT champion, the other's WWE. What the hell does Heath Slater have to do? He just bought a double wide, man. Shoot. Anyway, he does the job to Elias. Whatever. All right, so now the main event. It was for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. What's up, Rick?
All right, before you go into that, also in the Battle Royal, we had Bray Wyatt appear and dump Finn Balor.
That's right. Yep.
So they're still going to go on with this little rivalry. I don't know about that, man. I was kind of disappointed. I was disappointed that Bray wasn't even in it.
Yeah, I was too, but man, I don't know. I think I'm not surprised that they're trying to keep going with the whole Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I'm not really not surprised at all. But are they going to keep him doing the demon gimmick, or when he comes out as Finn Balor, is he going to keep losing because he's not the demon now? Is that how they're going to go with it?
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's very, very
and then,
interesting.
And then also...
But stupid.
Also, Samoa Joe, I forgot to mention, he wasn't present because he messed up his knee during a live event with John Cena. Mm-hmm. But he said to be okay. They just wanted to give him a couple of days off. And also, after that promo with Roman Reigns and John Cena, that stupid match with the club, you ruined it.
That's right, my bad.
Because why would you put the club in there and just... It was stupid.
Yeah.
I get it. You want to build but if you would have just ended it right then and
that
there,
would have been perfect.
It was perfect.
And not only that, it's like the club did the job too. Yeah. So yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll see where they go with it, but hopefully they stop letting the club job and start ending promos the way it should be.
It's gonna always be a jabba.
Jabba Jabba! All right, so the main event, it was Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. This is an okay match. It was a typical match, but to me it was a little bit too predictable because of the fact that Alexa Bliss said in a promo earlier, Sasha Banks could never win after she wins the title. I'm like, seriously? Oh, boy. But anyway, she was right because she won. Clean.
That's preposterous right there. I like,
yeah.
Why are you doing this to Sasha, man? Why are you doing this to Sasha?
She must have pissed in somebody's Cheerios because I'm telling you, man, it's like every time she wins, she loses the next one. Yeah, Todd.
Tony, you said that Alexa, called it before in the promo, but it's WWE, so you never know. Even though she says, "Oh yeah, Sasha Banks, has never, been successful at a title reign," but they could have made it, the one-time deal. But I'm glad Alexa did win in the end.
Yeah. But
well, I know that it like Todd said, it is WWE, so they predict everything ahead of time.
Not really.
99.99999% of the time they do.
No.
Wait,
Yes.
German?
No. 9. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I win.
You
I didn't
win.
mean like that. I meant like, Tony, you said that, because Alexa said like Sasha, is 0-4, but when she said that, were you 100% convinced right there and then that Alexa was going to win that match?
Yup.
Yeah. I was.
Yup.
I really was. I really was.
I thought Sasha was going to win. And I was like, no, what the hell? But, I mean, they cleaned it up good with the end of it all. I mean,
Yeah.
Tony.
What's that?
I thought it was a good ending.
It was a very good ending. Nia Jax came out and she jumped Sasha for a little bit. And then she picks up Alexa Bliss, congratulating her, and all of a sudden she dumps her on her behind. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, she picks up the belt. But then, you know what I noticed? The crowd popped for that. So it looks like Nia's a good guy now. It looks like she's a baby face. We'll see where they go with it, if they will give it to her. But, of course, Sasha Banks, I think she just needs to stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because this was an after the match type deal. It wasn't like Nia costed her the match, and I think that's why they did that. So that way there's no, tension between those two, and they can just solely focus on Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss at No Mercy. That's what's going to end up happening. We'll see if they do keep up with the whole babyface Nia thing, and we'll see what happens. So that is your Raw notes.
Mr. Tony!
What's that?
Mr. Tony, I'm sorry to interrupt, but who are you going to pick? Nia Jax or Alexa Bliss?
I don't know. You know how I feel about the whole, I hate the difference of changing the belts every time, and I don't like that at all. They haven't had one stable champion in a long time.
Since Charlotte.
Yeah, well, no. Was it really since Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, since Charlotte. And, but I think they would give it to Nia eventually.
Okay, everybody pick Alexa Bliss.
Oh.
You messed up. Go back on the soundboard. That's messed up. All right, so that's your Raw notes. All right, guess what's back?
What?
What?
Rick's joke of the day. Or joke of the week.
Oh, no.
So, it is time for Rick Serrano III's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away.
Welcome back to Rick Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Today's joke is, they say John Cena doesn't put people over. But I disagree. He does put people over. Over his shoulders for the AA. No?
No.
You're the only one that was laughing.
Don't quit your day job.
Damn. Wow. Okie doke, Rick. I thought you were going to redeem yourself and kind of went to poo-poo.
Well, if you people out there have wrestling jokes you'd like to send in, and Twitter at WrestlingPOV or on Instagram at WrestlingPOV1 using the hashtag WPOVJokes, because apparently people on this show don't have a damn sense of humor at all.
No.
All right.
Was that Todd?
I thought my jokes were bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Todd Silver's last episode of the POV podcast.
You said that
All right. And I'm going to keep it this week. Say goodbye, people. All right. People, listen up. Wrestling POV podcast is now affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Not only do these shirts look good, but they feel great. Founder and wrestling legend Al Snow had this to say: "This is not my company, it's our company. This is our brand. For all of us who love wrestling, it belongs to us." Now, if that doesn't inspire you to go to collarandelbowbrand.com, how about this for inspiration? Use promo code WPOV and receive a 10% discount. I can't say it enough. 10% discount using the promo code WPOV. Come on, people.
Nice. 10% off, people. 10% off. You know what's 10%? It's more than 9. So make sure you put promo code. Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah. I said it.
Oh, wow.
Shit. All right. We're going to take a quick pause for the... Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was about to go take a quick pause because
sure.
I need to go work on my jokes, apparently. So we'll be right back after these words.
Yo. This right here is former WWE World Tag Team Champion, Grandmaster Sexay, Brian Christopher. And you know, when I'm going to listen to a podcast, I'm going to listen to the best. And if you want to listen to the best, you're going to tune in, listen to Tony and Rick at Wrestling POV Podcast. Yeah.
All right, people, like you just heard our boy, Brian Christopher. Yeah, I was his manager. And if you haven't heard the episode on which he was on, then you can go on iTunes, YouTube, or Podbean for free and listen to our past episodes. And when you go on iTunes, make sure you hit the subscription button, subscribe to it, and also leave us a little review. You know, we want a little give and take. You know, you tell us something about ourselves. It could be something nice, like really nice about Rick Serrano III, but if you have something you want us to talk about on the show, leave it in the comment section of the reviews, because the more reviews we get, the more praise we get. And when we get more praise, we get more shows. And when we get more shows, we get more money. I mean, we get more publicity. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you go on to our iTunes and subscribe. Also, don't forget on YouTube as well, because some people don't have iTunes. Go on YouTube, hit a little subscription button. Also on Podbean. But listen, iTunes is the place that we want to grow. So make sure you get on iTunes, hit subscribe. And you know what time it is for now, guys?
Uh-oh.
The Smackdown
Breakdown!
Break it down. The generation is something cool. We just got tired of doing what you're told to do. That's a freak, boy. Yeah. That's a freak, little man. Break it down.
Alrighty. We finally got it. Hey.
You sound better. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Alright. It's now time for the Smackdown Breakdown. Jinder Mahal comes out with the Singh brothers. The Singh brothers want to apologize for allowing the attack from Shinsuke Nakamura. Then Nakamura comes out and he attacks him, but it becomes a 3-on-1. So then Randy Orton comes out for the save, but he gets attacked by Rusev, and then Mahal hits Nakamura with a Colossus. Now, question is, why are you opening the show with this?
I don't know.
I just don't get why you're gonna have them in the main event. Why are you having them cut a promo in the beginning of the show?
It's true.
You could do a whole behind the scenes kind of thing. You could start with a different match. I just don't get it. But
Yeah, you know why?
Why is that?
Because SmackDown sucks.
Jesus, man.
you were up here, and by here I mean at the top. And slowly during this episode, you are falling.
Hey, we just started with the SmackDown recap. recap. Wait till we go on.
Thanks, Miguel. Continuing, we had the Ascension.
Finally.
Come on. The Ascension versus the returning Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Now, I thought that was a good return match for Shelton. I think he got the hot tag. He looked good in the ring. He does look a little older. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, you can definitely
see the age on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
But I thought it was a good return match. What do you think about them as a tag team?
I don't know. Like I said, there's two very different styles, and it's very difficult. Excuse me. It's very difficult to see that. I don't know. They got to start meshing a little bit more like a tag team. You can tell those two different styles. I wasn't all too thrilled with it, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see where they go with it. Obviously, they're using Shelton Benjamin as the push for Chad Gable, so we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe a heel turn?
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe Chad Gable turns on Shelton or vice versa.
Yeah.
I definitely see something like that. That's a good call, Tony. Tony, you should be writing for these people.
I know, right?
Next up, we had Baron Corbin backstage saying he's going to cash in on AJ's promise for the United States title. So, next up, we had AJ Styles. And who comes out? The perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. And then Baron Corbin comes out and was like, nah, sucker, I'm getting this match. But Ty Dillinger found the way to get inside the ring. So they make the match Ty Dillinger versus AJ Styles. Now, this is where I was a little upset. They made Ty Dillinger look like a sucker MC.
They did.
Tapping out to the calf crusher.
Yep.
Why are they doing this to Ty Dillinger?
Why are they doing it to Baron Corbin, too? They're making him look like a punk. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Serious.
unless they're having Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger, which I wouldn't mind at all.
No, because
I
at
don't see
least
what the hell they were thinking.
I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. To me, they're burying both of them. That was not the segment for them to be on. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. Like if they would have did something in the back, maybe to where like Ty Dillinger is saying, "Oh, I'm gonna challenge AJ," and blah blah blah, and then have Baron Corbin jump him from behind. It had nothing to do with AJ. It had to do with AJ, kind of, but it really didn't have to do with AJ. But then it would have started a nice little feud between Ty and Baron Corbin, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or a triple threat.
should be a writer.
Triple threat match.
Or a triple threat. Yeah, triple. You hear me? I said triple threat.
Triple threat. You should be a writer.
Yeah, with my language, triple threat. Put that motherfucker on a triple threat.
But at the end of the day,
Terrible.
we had AJ beat Ty Dillinger, and after the match, Corbin disposes of Ty Dillinger and gets hit with a phenomenal forearm. So it looks like what's going to happen is Baron Corbin's going to keep trying to come out for the U.S. title, and someone else is going to come out and beat him to the punch.
Yep.
Until he finally gets his one-on-one match. Next up, we have Rusev backstage with Jinder Mahal saying, "We're not friends, and after tonight, I'm coming after that belt."
You know, I kind of. You know what?
Sorry, bro.
I like that segment, to be honest. You know, only because those guys used to be tag partners at one time, and the reason why I was so invested in that segment was because back then Rusev was like the main guy over the two. Now this time it's Jinder Mahal, and you can see the attitude that Rusev had. Like he was looking like the way he's holding, like he was disgusted at the fact that he was holding the belt that he wants so bad. You know, that's how I took that segment. And when he pointed at it, it was like, "I'm going after that belt." I was like, "Oh,
sounded just like Rusev.
I know, right?" Rusev was here for 1 second. So
Wow.
yeah. So all right, Todd, what do you got on this?
I think that'll be a good match. You know, I'm gonna look forward to that one, Jinder and Rusev. That'll be a match worth watching.
Yeah, we'll see where they go with it, though. They're going to have to try to segue into that because now there's going to be two heels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's something different, two powerhouses, so let them at it.
Yeah. But I think, honestly, in my opinion, if they're going to have these two going toe-to-toe, they're the main event. It's not going to be on a pay-per-view. It's going to be on the SmackDown. I'm afraid.
No, but you know what, Tony? What Todd is saying is interesting.
But stupid.
But stupid.
Thanks, Mimi.
Next up,
I'm glad you're only on for this show with me.
Hey,
What? Miguel has no comment?
Listen, if you could get Mimi to laugh, you just gotta go with it, man, because she doesn't laugh at anything, so it's all fun and games.
I just don't laugh at your jokes, Rick.
Next up, we had Mike Kanellis versus the glorious Bobby Roode. And I thought it was an entertaining match. Mike Kanellis is a tough guy.
No,
just not tough enough.
Now, do you think that it's the Mike Kanellis is the Kurt Hawkins of SmackDown now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you catch that?
You're right.
I think so. Because if you notice, they just like completely dropped the ball on them. They totally got not interested in it, and who cares? So now he is officially the Kurt Hawkins of SmackDown.
They don't understand the assets that they have ringside.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the assets that Maria Kanellis brings to SmackDown. They don't understand the assets that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you guys don't get that, what I'm trying to say, he has a fat ass.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, why are you keeping her sidelines, man? Anyway,
Yes.
Bobby Roode ends up picking up the win. It was a good win.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Aiden English in the ring getting interrupted by Kevin Owens, who's complaining about last week and how he got screwed by Shane McMahon. And Shane McMahon comes out and says he is sick of all the complaining and wants KO to leave because Aiden English has a match against Sami Zayn. So Kevin Owens is like, I ain't leaving, sucker. I'm going ringside and I'm going to go with commentary. So during the match of Aiden English and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens is upset with the referee. He's like, nah, sucker. I'm going to be the referee. Takes off the referee shirt and puts it on himself, which I was shocked that it fit over that beard gut.
That's true.
He put it on and he pump up powerbomb Sami Zayn and gave the 1-2-3 count to Aiden English. After the match, Shane McMahon said, sucker butt. That match does not count. And KO needs to leave, and I'm going to go follow him.
Yep. But he left.
Why are we doing KO, Shane McMahon? Why? I just don't get it.
Nah, I don't.
Unless this ends up with Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens, I don't want to see it.
I agree with you. I don't want to. Enough with Shane. Enough with Shane.
You're right.
I think KO and Shane McMahon are just terrible on the mic, and I desperately want oh shit. Daniel Bryan to come back. Yeah, why couldn't I think of his name? But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Shane McMahon and KO are just terrible on the mic, and I thought the segment between them was just it was bad. It was bad for business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Kevin Owens is good on the mic. Shane McMahon is bad on the mic. Kevin Owens is good. It's just he's not working with somebody else that's also good on the mic.
Exactly.
And that kind of makes him look like shit. But, you know, he is good on the mic. I just, like you said, Rick, I don't want to see Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. I'd rather see Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan if that's where it goes. But, you know, because you got to think about it, too. Daniel Bryan punked out Shane McMahon at that one point by saying he was going to be the special guest referee.
Right.
You know, at SummerSlam. So now maybe in return, you know, Shane McMahon could be like, hey, you put me out there, I'll put you out there. You're gonna actually fight him. You know what I'm saying? So, but then wouldn't that be like a heel move though for Shane? No? Yeah.
I mean, he's been acting like a heel though with Kevin Owens. It's just that Kevin Owens is a bigger heel.
That's true. That is true. But we'll see where they go with it. We'll see.
Well, next up we had Dolph Ziggler backstage saying he's going to return next week because they're in Little Rock, Arkansas, and
yeah,
they're
Arkansas.
So
Arkansas.
Arkansas. I'm not expecting much. Like you said, his contract ends in October, so Dolph Ziggler. How the mighty have fallen. Next up, we had another match with the Usos versus New Day, and this match is going to determine the stipulation for another match between the Usos and the New Day. And my prediction is that the next match will be a 2 out of 3 falls, making it 7 matches between the Usos and the New Day. Well, anyway, the Usos end up picking up the win. Therefore, they're going to get to pick the stipulation next week on SmackDown.
Yes.
Guys, are we not sick of the Usos versus New Day?
You know what? I am, but the last match has been good, so we'll see. But the thing is, they have to top it now. You know what I'm saying? They have to top what they did at SummerSlam. That's how I'm looking at it as. But am I tired of it? I don't know yet. I gotta wait and see what happens.
But that's what the WWE is known for. They repeat matches like crazy. It's they dig these holes every time. You know, it's this is not the Usos and New Day. It's every match. It's every feud.
Yeah. Well, it's just like when Rick was talking about Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus. You know, they did the one match of each, and then next week they're gonna split it. You know, go the other way, and then it's like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. So this is the same thing, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
And there's so many tag teams, and you're having just two keep facing each other.
That's the same too. But then think about it too. There's 4 weeks now till the next pay-per-view. Now they have Raw has 4 weeks to finish and tell their story. SmackDown is longer, unless they do it a week after, you know, or the week after that. That's still, at the very least, 6 weeks that SmackDown has to tell a story. Now, I know, Rick, you're going to cover the Breezango, so go ahead, so that way I can get upset.
We had Natalya backstage telling Carmella she will make her the Baron Corbin of the women's division. She is body bagging. Yo, you just body bag Baron Corbin, man. What did he ever do to you? What did he ever do to you?
I know someone told her to say that.
Well, she body bagged freaking Carmella on that one too.
Yeah, but I know someone told Natty to say that.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I'm sure of it.
I know she made it up herself.
No, she's not that bright.
She made it up herself. She's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Thank you, Rick.
Oh God.
And then next up, we had Naomi making an appearance and saying she wants her rematch in 2 weeks.
Okay. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
2 weeks. Okay.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Where we going with this? I don't know. I'm stuck on 2 weeks.
All right, Rick, go ahead.
We had.
Oh my God, we're so stupid. We are. What's wrong with us? Oh, right. Go ahead, Rick. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we had Tamina Snuka versus Tina Stock. Now, you're gonna bring out a jobber. You gotta bring out a jobber that knows how to job. Tina Stock, I'm sorry, you cannot be stiff like that with Tamina when Tamina needs to be ragdolling you. Also, why are you giving Lana a mic? She does not need a mic.
No.
She was saying Rusev Crash from the outside for years.
That sounded like Lana was
I thought she was in the room.
Yo, if Lana was here, you'd be hearing some different kind of noise if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's disgusting.
Give me a kiss.
That's nasty.
That's just nasty.
Yeah, it would be nasty. Yeah, so Tamina wins. I just didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it.
I didn't either. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, but don't get me wrong. I'm rooting for this to work.
Yes,
but
I am too.
What's with the photographers?
Yeah.
Why?
To show off her ravishing side.
She hasn't changed anything yet.
Nothing.
So why go through all that shit?
Exactly. Show some cleavage.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it.
You know, that's her ravishing side. Just some cleavage.
Alrighty then.
All right.
All right. So next up is the first ever episode of Rick Rants. People that got chosen was Breezango at their Fashion Files Season 2. Why are you calling this Season 2? Now, if you want to see this rant in full, Rick's rant on our Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram at WrestlingPOV, WrestlingPOV1 for Instagram, you will see the first Rick rant about this segment. What I can say about this segment on the show is just, I'm not feeling it because you told us the tag team division was going to get turned upside down and nothing happened. Yep. And then you go Aiden English, and Aiden English doesn't even have a tag team partner. So, what do you guys think? Talk. What do you guys think?
Todd, what are you going? Where are you at with this? Because I'm frustrated.
I'm just gonna be even more frustrated just talking about it. So I'll let you go.
Well, like you said, Rick, you mentioned that 2 weeks ago they said that they were going to come out and change the whole tag team scene, but yet they're still doing these corny ass. Now, I don't want to say corny because sometimes they are funny. Like when
they just
Tyler Breeze had the belt. And he goes, "Is that a championship belt?" And then Tyler's like, "No, it's just to hold up your pants." You know, that was funny. You know, but you're right, Rick. That was hilarious. But the thing of it is that they have to start. They got to close this up. They can do that segment once in a while. But remember, I said it too. Once Vince sees something hilarious and funny, he keeps going with it and acts like everybody else is gonna be laughing too. You know, it's like telling the same old knock-knock joke all the time. Knock-knock's not funny no more. Don't do the knock-knock.
Oh, just a Rick joke of the week.
I was trying to be nice.
Booyah!
I think it's so bad that it is funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
They had a nice. It wasn't that one bit was funny. I thought it was funny, but it's gotta come to an end. Show Luke Harper and Eric Rowan already. Let them get involved. Jesus.
Yes.
I don't know. Go ahead, Rick.
All right, finally the main event: Randy Orton and Nakamura versus Rusev and Jinder Mahal. A horrible match. I did not enjoy this one bit. Randy Orton and Nakamura ended up pulling up the win, which again was running out of time, so they rushed the finish.
Oh yeah.
Randy Orton Nakamura wins as they're celebrating. Randy Orton hits Nakamura with an RKO. Now you must be wondering, why did he hit him with an RKO? That's because Randy Orton will be facing Nakamura next week for a #1 contenders match. Why? Why is Randy Orton getting another #1 contender match? Not only that, why is Nakamura getting one when they both lost?
Exactly.
Unless you're throwing some new talent out there, do a 6-man match or a 5-way match. Something. Throw Shelton Benjamin in there. Throw Ty Dillinger in there. Yep. Throw Dolph Ziggler in there.
You should be a writer.
People in which you can put. That's what I'm saying, Mimi. You could just throw people in there and have a whole match. But instead, you're putting Randall Orton out there again. No one wants to see you, sucker MC.
Ooh, yeah, he is a sucker MC. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a very, very dumb and bad move. I hated a lot about that part. But we'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, you're right, though.
Yep.
You know?
All right, so...
I mean, but Orton actually technically won at SummerSlam with his 9-second match. But
yeah.
You're right. And we've been complaining about this for the longest time, too. Why are these guys getting put in a #1 contenders match when they clearly lost? Especially one, and I'm a Nakamura fan, but he lost against the champion. Whether it was fair or not, he still lost. Now, they got to start doing something to where these guys got to work their way back to the top. They have several weeks to tell a damn story. Do it that way. Oh, my God.
Well,
and they got to slow down.
The end.
They got to slow down just a little bit with Jinder Mahal. Because have you noticed every Tuesday he's wrestling now, which is fine.
Yep.
He's supposed to be a fighting champion. But it's not going to hurt to not have him wrestle, just have him sit and do commentary. Yeah, I'm watching my competition, or this, or whatever. Or to start a storyline, have him jump somebody, or something. I don't know, but to have him wrestle, he's been wrestling a lot, and just kick it back just a little bit. You know, I know I always complain about that the champion needs to be wrestling like Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar waits every 4 months to wrestle, you know? So it's like, what the hell? But with Jinder Mahal is constant. To just slow it back just a tad. He can do something else because he's not a part-timer. Slow down a little bit. That's all I got to say.
Ooh, that's all he got to say about that.
That's it, Rick. Go ahead, Rick.
All right, so that is the end of SmackDown. It is now time for Raw versus SmackDown. And our fans voted this week on our Twitter. Every Tuesday after SmackDown, you get to vote which one do you think was better, Raw or SmackDown for the week? And it may help us tip over the scale, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll pick because of the way you help vote. So the fans voted, Tony, Mimi, and Todd. Fans voted. And what about me? And Miguel. What are we talking about? See, this is what I'm talking about. Man, let me just do my job. Anyway, the fans voted. Monday Night Raw gets 56% of the vote.
Wow.
Close one this week. So usually we have a blowout. This week was really close. Raw is up 12-8. Tony, what did you think, Raw or SmackDown?
Well, I hated everything about SmackDown. Raw was at least different. And what I say by different was, Alexa Bliss won back her title. Jeff Hardy's a new #1 contender. And the promo of all promos between Cena and Roman Reigns. So my vote is Raw. I'm going with Raw this week.
All right. Mimi.
Well, let's give it to Mr. Todd there, since he's taking over my spot.
Rick, I'm surprised that it's not such a blowout because I think Raw wins hands down. Raw was so much better than SmackDown. SmackDown was such a sleeper for me, and Raw just had those 3 points that Tony just mentioned. Jeff Hardy, the promo with Cena and Reigns, and Alexa Bliss. So Raw.
All right, Mimi Goody.
I have to say, I'm sorry, Rick, because I'm a SmackDown girl. I'm going to go with Raw because of the stupid Brazango thingy. It drove me crazy.
It was more to it than that, but...
Well, that was the main thing for me. It was like, ugh. Yeah. I turned the TV off and went to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be an honest journalist if I pick SmackDown. Because SmackDown was dreadful. I was so upset with the whole Breezango thing. And promo of the year with John Cena and Roman Reigns, minus the Roman Reigns part. But yes, because if I haven't said it already, John Cena bodybag Roman Reigns. But with that being said, I'm going with Raw. Therefore, Raw will be going up 13-8 in our Raw versus SmackDown.
Nice.
And we have something to say coming from Todd Silver. Take it away, Todd.
Yeah, we're going to go off of the wrestling topic for a minute. And I'm sure everyone knows, everyone heard the news. Hurricane that hit down in Houston. So we're going to send our prayers and hope everyone recuperates down in Houston. And what you guys are going through right now is like unbelievable. So we here at POV, we send our sympathies to you, and we hope you bounce back real soon.
Yes.
And if you haven't already, there's also the Red Cross. There's many different places in which you can send money or send clothes, blankets, anything that you can think of. Be sure to check out those websites. I'll try to get something up on our Facebook page to get some donations over to Houston for the recovery from Hurricane Harvey. Thank you guys. We here at Wrestling POV, we love wrestling, but we love humanity, and we're all about that. So we just want everybody to be safe out there. Love, peace to every one of you. Tony, I think it's that time of the show.
It is that time of the show.
That time of the show.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the end of the show. Yep. Sorry, folks. So, with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano III.
and our intern.
Miguel Cole.
Oh yeah, but no, the newest member is Todd Silver.
It's me. It's that T-O-double-D.
Double D.
Yeah, Todd.
Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't spell. All right.
Oh my.
And our intern.
Miguel Cole. I mean, Mr. Tony, come on. Adios.
All right. Love, peace, and hair grease. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody!
Your last one was so good.
You still couldn't get me to say peace out.
You can't time that shit yet.
Oh my God, Todd, that's your job there. You gotta say peace out before he says good night, everybody.
Oh boy.
Get out.
Oh damn!
I'll see you guys next week.
Burn!
Jesus. Rick, you on the roll today,
I'm
man.
saying.